In a small town tucked away between rolling hills, there lived a man named Elias. He wasn't particularly tall, nor did he possess any striking features that would make him stand out in a crowd. Yet there was something undeniably magnetic about him. His eyes, a deep shade of green, seemed to hold 1,000 unspoken secrets, and when he spoke, it was as if every word carried weight, resonating deep within the hearts of those who listened. But it wasn't just his charm or mysterious aura that drew people in, it was his kindness, his effortless way of making anyone feel seen, heard, and understood. Elias had a quiet way of changing lives with a simple smile or a well-timed word of encouragement. And for reasons no one could quite explain, women found themselves irresistibly drawn to him, feeling an unexplainable pull to be around him, to connect with him, to build something lasting. At first, it was just a few women, a simple crush here and there, but as time went on, the fascination grew. It was as if his presence unlocked something deep within them, an urge to nurture, to build a future, to create life. Every woman who crossed his path, whether she was young or old, single or married, felt an overwhelming desire to be near him, to feel his touch, and yes, to bear his child. It became a quiet rumor that spread through the town. No one could quite explain it, but every woman who spent time with Elias felt an undeniable instinct to become a mother. As the years passed, Elias remained blissfully unaware of his unique ability to stir such deep, primal emotions in the women around him. He was content with his simple life, helping in the local community and keeping a distance from the swirling gossip that surrounded him. But as the town's population grew, so did the number of women who found themselves inexplicably drawn to him. Some would come to visit him for advice, others for companionship, and still others came with more complicated intentions. They would leave, some with a child, others with only a glimmer of the strange connection they had shared. The townspeople began to talk. Was it magic? Was it fate? Or was it simply that Elias, with his gentle soul and kindness, embodied the very essence of fatherhood, sparking a maternal instinct that lay dormant in every woman he met? It didn't matter, because for reasons unknown, all women who met him felt as if they were destined to build a life with him. Whether he realized it or not, Elias had a gift, one that would forever shape the town and the generations that followed. And so the story of Elias grew, passed down through the years as a tale of mystery, desire, and the deep, primal need to create life in the presence of one extraordinary man. As the years went on, the town continued to grow, and so did the legend of Elias. What began as a whisper among the women slowly became a widely accepted truth. It wasn't just the physical pull that had drawn them to him. It was the way he made them feel alive, the way he seemed to unlock their truest, most authentic desires. In him, they found not just a partner, but a symbol of life itself, of possibilities, of future. Yet, as Elias grew older, a feeling of restlessness began to settle in his heart. He had given so much of himself to the women, to the community, and to the children born of these unspoken connections. He had no regrets, but he couldn't shake the sense that something had been left unexplored, something that went beyond his mysterious allure. One crisp autumn evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Elias found himself standing on the edge of the town, staring into the rolling hills where his journey had first begun. He could feel the weight of the years pressing down on him, but there was also a strange peace, a realization that his role in this town had been to help people find their purpose, their paths, and that his time was drawing to a close. As he turned to head back to his modest cottage, he saw her, Lina, a woman who had once been a shy, quiet newcomer, now a confident mother with children of her own. She had come to him many years ago as all the others had, drawn by the same magnetic pull. But unlike the others, Lina had found her own peace without Elias. She had learned to nurture herself and her family, becoming a beacon of strength in the community. "You've given us all so much," Lina said, her voice soft but firm as she stood beside him. "But now, it's time for us to carry on. The future is ours to shape too." Elias smiled at her, his heart swelling with pride. "I've always known that," he said quietly. "I never meant to be the one to carry all the weight. I just wanted to show you that life in all its forms, is worth living and cherishing." As the first stars appeared in the sky, Elias realized that the true magic wasn't in his presence, or in the desire women felt to have children with him. It was in the way he had helped everyone discover the life that was already inside them, waiting to be nurtured. The town, now bustling with the children of those women who had been drawn to him, flourished. The legacy of Elias wasn't one of romantic obsession or mystical power, but of a man who had given others the courage to embrace their own paths, to seek out love and to build families, not just with him, but with each other. And so Elias faded into the fabric of the town, no longer a myth, but a memory, as life continued to bloom in ways he never could have predicted. The town flourished, the families grew, and the legend lived on, not in the hearts of those who had wanted him, but in the hearts of those who had come together and created a future of their own. The story deals with two events that now Blonde had come to Italy as her 14-year-old self, Madiera and Madiet.